Hello everybody, welcome back to our videos and our lessons. So last time we had a video, or rather a lesson, on the Scratch environments, on kind of blocks we have, kind of code blocks and code categories we have, the backdrop, the stage, the sprite categories, backdrop categories, and all of that. So today we're going to take it a step further and we're going to make our sprites interact. What do I mean by that? Our sprites also have the ability to say some things to one another. That's interacting. So our sprites can say hello, can say hi, can ask questions, can get answers from other sprites. And we're going to do that right now. So today we'll be talking about moving the sprites, making the sprites glide, and move your sprites to random position. So let's just get straight into it. First of all, to make a sprite say hello. Now remember when I was talking to you about looks, and I told you that whatever thing you want your sprite to do or look like or say, it must come from your looks category. Now my looks category is here, and the first block we have is say hello for 2 seconds. We have say hello, we have think for 2 seconds, and we have think. Now let me get an extra sprite here for us to make an interaction, right? So let's use anyone. Let's use ballerina. Now we have a ballerina and we have our sprites, our cats. Now we have both of them here and I want them to say something to each other. What do? I come to my sprite 1. I get my first block, which is when flag is clicked, very important. Then I come back to looks. I get my say hello for 2 seconds. Now let me explain something. The difference between say hello for 2 seconds and say hello is that this one has a time that is going to stay on the screen for. For instance, I can change this 5 seconds, and whenever 5 seconds elapses, this hello disappears from the screen. But this second one here, that does not have any time attached to it, would remain on the screen permanently until you decide to change it to something else. So that's the difference between the one that has time, that's 2 seconds, and the one that doesn't have a time. So let's just get into it. Now for this code here, this sprite here, as you can see, this is highlighted, which means that all the codes I have here are meant for this cat alone. Alright, when I click on ballerina, her code space is empty. Why? Because I don't have any code for her yet. So you have to be very careful whenever you are trying to make your codes for each person, so you don't mix them up. Always make sure that it's highlighted on whoever you want to. Another place you can check is up here. There's always an image of who you are coding up here. So when you're coding for cats, you see its image here. If you're coding for ballerina, her image comes up here. So for cats, we have when flag is clicked, say hello for 2 seconds. Now let's see what happens when I click on the green flag. Hello. Right, and for 2 seconds it stops, you won't see it again. Let's try the second one, which is just say hello. When I click on the green flag, if you notice, this hello is not going to leave this place for whatever reason. It's not going to leave here until I decide to click on stop. Alright, so let's just use say hello for 2 seconds. Alright, so now we have when flag is clicked, let cat say hello for 2 seconds, and then I come to ballerina. I would say when flag is clicked. Now I'm going to use wait for 3 seconds. If I don't use wait block, when cat is saying hello, ballerina will also say hello at the same time, and it's not going to make sense. It's going to collide. That's why we have to make her wait for some time for his own hello to elapse, then her own would come up. Now let me show you. We'll come to looks again. I'll get say hello. I'll probably change it to hi. Right? Hi. So let's see. Now we have for the cats and we have for ballerina. Right? Now watch. Hello. Hi. Understood? Now the reason why there was a pause here is because of the wait 3 seconds I put here. When I click on this hello 1, 2, it goes off and her own comes up. That's why you have to use your wait block. If you want to have an interaction between 2 persons, you must have your wait block at intervals to control when and how the thing you are seeing pops up on your screen. All right, that's about saying hello. Next thing we have is moving the sprite. Now when you come to motion, let's take this out, and let's take this out. When you come to motion, so many blocks here talk about movement. You have move 10 steps, you have turn 15 degrees, you have go to random position, you have glide, you have point in direction. All these things here, all these ones are listed out now. Somehow they refer to movement. So I'm going to show us differences between all these kinds of blocks and how they are different. Now let's remove ballerina. Let's just use Mr. Cat for this experiment. All right, now let's get when flag is clicked, obviously we get it. Now let's check the first one, move 10 steps. Just move 10 steps. When I click on the green flag, it moves. I click on it again, it moves. It moves again, moves again, moves again, moves again, just like that. So you can see the way it's moving. It's just moving, nothing else. It's just moving, right? Now that's for move 10 steps. Now the next one we have is turn 15 degrees. Now this one is turning. Can you see what it's doing? It's a movement, but the way it's moving is by turning towards the right. Like I said, this arrow would show you where it's going to turn towards. This one, this second one, would make it turn towards the left hand side. Let me show you so you can see the difference. Okay, now the next one we have is to make your sprite glide. Now gliding is a kind of movement that is a smooth movement. Let's say glide 1 second to random position, and let's see what happens. Now can you see this movement? It's as if it's sliding, but the word is gliding. All right, it's just gliding throughout the stage to random position. So that's the difference between moving and gliding. All right, so that's it for gliding. And then gliding has difference between this one here and this one here is that this one is going to anywhere at all on the stage, but this one has a specific place they're sending it to. For instance, if I want it to come to, let's say this is this particular place. Now if you look down here where you have your x and y, you can see that my x is -16 and my y is 65. Now if I want this guy, this sprite, to glide straight to this particular place where it is, I will just change this to -16, and then I'll change this one towards 65, which means that when I click on my green flag, it will automatically come to this particular place. But this other one here, this random position, this one would just go to anywhere at all on the stage. All right, so let's see. When I click on the green flag, as you can see, it's already there. If I let me take it down to this place, and then I click on my green flag, it just goes straight to that place. Let me take it back, let me take it down to this place. I click on the green flag, it goes back to that particular place. So that's the difference between this and this. All right, so now next we have is move sprite to random position. Now this go to random position, this is the last one we have under movement, and then let's see what happens. Now can you see the difference between go to and glide? Glide has that smooth transition, that smooth movement, but go to is just going randomly. It's just moving anyhow. It's not doing that smooth movement on the stage. So that's the difference between this and this. Hope you understand. And as usual, if you have any questions or anything you don't understand, of course you can't talk to me directly right now because this is a recorded video. But in class, your tutors are always there to assist and help you. So ask your questions, write it down. When you see them in your class, you ask them to assist you on any part or any angle that you are having some sort of confusion. All right, so let's go back. Let's refresh our memories. I taught you how to say hello and hi under looks, right? I taught you how to move your sprites. I used the move 10 steps. We use this, okay, it's already here. We use glide, and we used this particular one, and I showed you their differences and why they are different and all whatnot. All right, so that's it for your week 3 and your week 4 in your scheme of work. So thank you very much for coming to my class, and have a nice day. Bye.